You're listening to the Weekend Sport Podcast with Jason Pine from News Talk ZB.
A magnificent Kiwis performance in Hamilton yesterday.
Brown gives it to Griffin. Name! Griffin Name! Ecstasy for New Zealand. Wonderful end to the 2023 Rugby League year here in New Zealand. Roll on 2024. It's a record win over Australia for New Zealand. 30 points to nil. The winners of the Pacific Championship are the Kiwis.
30-0, the biggest winning margin the Kiwis have ever recorded against the Kangaroos, and the most points Australia have conceded in a test since 1952. Kiwis coach Michael Maguire is with us. Michael, I've almost no doubt you've slept pretty well, given it the overnight test. What stands out most when you think back and reflect on that performance from your side yesterday?
Thanks, Jess. I appreciate having me on. I think the fact that we got 0, I think it's very special when defensively you've got to work really hard to be able to achieve that. And, the boys from walking into the camp to finishing up last night together was a pretty special time. And to have, Samoa and Australia zeroed at some stage throughout that period was pretty special. Yeah,
I've got that written down actually. I'd imagine you're happy with the 30 and the 5 tries, but you must be stoked with the 0. What goes into a defensive performance like that?
Really strong connections of your players and the will to want to work hard for each other, and it's something there that the boys have displayed for a long time. I've been fortunate. I've been with the players for quite some time now. I think 5 years. So they came together and they were determined to make sure that they were successful in this tour. And my leaders and James Fisher-Harris and his partners there, they definitely provided that for us. And they just had a really good temperament through the camp. The group, just there's such a strong bond between them. That's probably the special part that I always take away from the boys.
Did you feel like this was coming? I mean, a week ago, you went down 36-18 to Australia. Did the week feel different, like there was going to be something special at the end of it?
I actually thought there was a fair bit in us in that week before. Unfortunately, we didn't get the result that we were after, but I saw a lot of great signs. And, we had things there that we clarified and fixed up in that, the last week that we've had here. So we were able to get some plays on that the boys ID'd, and to their credit, you've got to work really hard to put yourselves into those positions. And I think we just fell a little bit short that week before, but I was very confident in how the group was sort of building themselves into that last game. So, we've just got to make sure we maintain that now.
How do you break up a week in preparation for a test match in terms of working on your defence and also making sure that your attacking options are nice and ready to go as well?
Yeah, I've got a really good staff. They work tirelessly in the background, and they're looking at how we can improve and what we can do. So, look, off the back of the staff and the commitment of the players, I think we sort of get a bit of a split between our attack and our defence. But I did feel that defensive performance was there. You feel that through camps, and you feel that through your senior players and the connections and the chatter that they have. So, it's a really, really pleasing performance, and it's a platform now that we want to really move forward on. And fingers crossed we can get a few more games at this time next year. Yeah,
what is the situation moving forward? Are there any games on the agenda, anything confirmed for 2024?
I think they're getting there. I think that it'll be Samoa, Tonga, Australia, New Zealand, 4 nations next year. So fingers crossed that that's the case, and we can get a few more games, because it's a very enjoyable piece, and the players, the Kiwi boys, really enjoy coming together, as I've said. And I think to build up the international game, it's something there that we in our game have. It's a special moment for especially the Kiwi boys. We obviously don't have the origin, and they can't play in that. So when they do come together for test matches, it's the pinnacle of their game, and they're very proud to wear that jersey.
You brought some new players into your squad for these matches. How happy were you with the way they integrated themselves?
Really good, and that's how the guys with experience and have welcomed them in. And Leo Thompson and Griffin Neem, New Brown, Manny Timoko. They just, to be honest, they just came in and it was just they jumped straight into it. And I think that's a credit to how they are as people. And that's what as I said, I really enjoy the group, because whoever comes in, whether or not wherever you're from, they welcome you in because they just want to be successful. And that's something there that the groups work really hard to make sure that we look after that part of who we are.
Can you just paint us a picture, Madge, of what it's like in the box when you're watching your team play so well like that? What sort of emotions are you feeling?
Well, after the week before where we lost, I was still pretty ruthless, to be honest. We just, to get that nil, that's a really special piece in the game. Like, every team strives to try and achieve that because, everyone understands how hard you've got to work. It's every little movement that you have as a group, as a unit, defensively, to be able to achieve that. So, once we got towards the back end of the game, you could feel that we were a chance of, getting the 0. And, you're sort of on edge the whole time because you know how special that will be if you can sit in the change rooms after a game and, have a quiet beer with the players after and just, say well done. So it's a special moment.
And did I see you say that Charles Nicol-Klukstar had a broken rib?
Yeah, after the Samoan game, he actually had a broken rib, so he had a cracked rib. So, but that's what it means to a player to play for the Kiwis. And I think a number of the players across all teams, at this time of year, you've got a few bumps and bruises, but that one, potentially could have ruled him out. But to his credit, he worked hard with the doctors and came up with the right pad and fixed it up, and he went out and played. And I thought he was a special player there yesterday, and he got 270 plus metres, and his work rate was top level at a real high class, which helped us set up the win. Yeah,
most of us can't walk from one room to the other in our house with a dodgy rib, mate, and he's running for 277 metres. Outstanding. All right, mate. Well, sounds like the airport. So, what's the rest of the year hold for you? You got some time off or what?
No, we'll get back into Oz and then look at my next movements moving forward. But we'll do a big review, and it's obviously from a campaign point of view, we're working towards the next World Cup, and that's something there that's the long-term goal. But to be able to capture what we've just done now, we'll do reviews with everyone involved, and I'll talk to the players at some stage and go through what we need to.
Oh, you made a lot of rugby league fans and New Zealand sports fans very happy yesterday, you and your team, Madge. Thanks for taking the time for a chat, mate. Hope you can bask in the glory of it for a little while anyway.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate being on. It was a great performance from the boys.
It certainly was, Michael. It certainly was. Michael Maguire, the coach of the Kiwis.
For more from Weekend Sport with Jason Pine, listen live to News Talk ZB weekends from midday or follow the podcast on iHeartRadio.